Today's video is brought to you by Hex Gaming. Let me ask you a question. Do you need that competitive edge in that first-person shooter, third-person shooter? Are you just getting straight clapped by the competition? Or how about that raid in that console MMO? Do you need something to give you some ease for your next cooldown, make your rotation a little bit simpler? You need some customizable buttons? Or do you just want a flashy controller? Visit Hex Gaming today and use promo code TNEC127 to get 5% off anything you order in the Hex Gaming store. That's hexgaming.com. Use promo code TNEC127 at checkout to get yourself a discount. Enjoy the video, guys. Let's go, baby. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is TNEC127 and welcome back to TNEC FPS. And in today's video, I got a little bit of a special treat for you guys that I wanted to just show off and talk about a little bit. And yes, enjoy the gameplay in the background. This is Gundam Evolution. Now, before we get into today's video, I do want to give a special shout out to Bandai Namco. Not because they're sponsoring this video or anything like that. This isn't a sponsored look at the network testing or anything like that, but if you know me and you know anything about my channels at all, you guys will know I am a long-time Bandai partner. I have been a Bandai partner since the MMORPG Bless Unleashed came out, and I have worked with Bandai Namco with multiple games such as Scarlet Nexus, Code Vein, and Gundam Evolution is not going to be any different. However, this does not keep me from criticizing the game. So don't just think, oh, because he's a Bandai boy, he can't talk bad about it or anything like that. No. It doesn't work that way. Bandai Namco wants us partners honest feedback. They want our criticism. They want this game done right. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. First and foremost, this may sound a little, suck off to a lot of people or whatever, but for Bandai Namco, for a company that doesn't do shooters a lot, I gotta say, bravo on this one. I gotta say, hand clap, hands down. They did a good job on Gundam Evolution overall. Now, I do have a few pet peeves with this game. There's a few things that bother me and stuff like that. And we're going to go ahead and get into those here in a minute. So, first and foremost, what is Gundam Evolution? That's probably what you're wondering. Well, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to word ways around it and everything. I'm going to give you the straight comparison. It is Gundam Overwatch. Literally. It is Overwatch skin in Gundam. A lot of the modes, maps, and everything in here play like games like Overwatch, Paladins, Team Fortress 2. If you've played any type of hero shooter, you know for the most part what to expect here. But there's some there's a few differences, because it's taking place in the Gundam universe and stuff like that. But just imagine each Gundam being a different type of class. So you have your assault rifle class, the Pale Rider. You have a shotgun class. You have one that uses dual pistols. You have a machine gun. You have healers. You got tanks. You got ones that are based more towards damage and stuff like that. You got ones that throw knives like Maeve and Paladins. You guys know the drill. You get this. If you've played any type of hero shooter before, you know what to expect. So if Overwatch ain't your thing, Paladins ain't your thing, and you love Gundam, this is probably the hero shooter for you. Now, at the same time, that also brings me to my biggest concern for Gundam Evolution. This game is slated for a release date sometime this summer, from what I know, unless that changes, from the results and everything that they got with this network test. I am a little bit iffy about the game launching so close to Overwatch 2. Overwatch 2 launches, mind you, completely free to play in October. That's one thing I'm worried about with this game. I do think it needs to get itself out there as early as possible. I don't want them to rush it, but I just don't want to see this game launch anywhere near Overwatch 2, because not that Gundam Evolution can't hold its own, but Gundam Evolution is a new kid on the block. Bandai don't make shooters every day. This is one of their, I'm going to say one of their first attempts at, something like this. I'm not going to act like I've played every Bandai game that's ever existed and stuff like that, so they could have done a shooter before or anything, but this is one of the first ones I know of. I do know the other Gundam games have some shooter-like stuff in there, but this is probably their first, arena hero-based shooter. Some other things that concern me, and we're going to go down a little list here, is For one, after playing it on Xbox Series X, I didn't get to play it on PlayStation 5. I also noticed there's no 120 Hz support or 120 FPS. That is a standard staple now for a lot of shooters with these next-gen consoles, and I do feel like Gundam Evolution should be treated no differently. We should get full next-gen support. People should have that option to have a better frame rate or better resolution, especially on these next-gen consoles. Gundam Evolution does have some good visuals, but I do believe from looking at the game that, you know, these next-gen consoles could handle running this game at 120 FPS. Now, could it be something that they're working on and just didn't have it ready in time for the network test? That's a very big possibility, but, you know, just because I didn't see it in there, I do feel like that's a good thing I should mention. Another concern that I do have, and especially, you know, since every hero shooter out right now is doing this, there is no crossplay with Gundam Evolution. Xbox players play with Xbox players, PlayStation plays with PlayStation, PC plays with PC. That model is very retired now, especially with hero shooters. The only hero shooters that don't have crossplay are the ones that are strictly PC or platform specific. Hell, even the arena shooter battle royale Blood Hunt that came out recently, that is even crossplay between PlayStation and PC, and that's a PlayStation exclusive. Gundam Evolution, I definitely feel like crossplay is something, you know, that needs to be implemented into the game sooner rather than later. The whole crossplay debate between PC and console, that's, you know, a situation for another day, whether they want to put input-based matchmaking or forced crossplay. That's going to be up to, you know, the devs and how balancing is in the game and stuff like that. Me personally, I'm just going to say my opinion. I don't mind forced crossplay because I feel like PC players have their advantage, console players have theirs. Use your advantage to the best of your ability and win the match. I mean, I have personally never played a crossplay game in a PC lobby where a PC player is just destroying me because they have superior mouse and keyboard aim or whatever, but that's just me. That's a topic for another day, and we're not even going to go ahead and get into that. But I do think crossplay, or at least with the consoles, at least, you know, if people are really worried about that console versus PC thing, at least with the consoles, I think crossplay should definitely be mandatory and something that should happen sooner rather than later in this game. And my third and final concern with Gundam Evolution is the balancing. Now, it's a hero shooter, so by default, it has a very meaty time to kill. It's not a very fast time to kill like Rainbow Six Siege or something like that. I think it's something more on the lines like, well, like I said, Overwatch, Paladins, or even if you've played Call of Duty Black Ops 4, probably a time to kill like that, you know, a real meaty, longer time to kill. A lot of accuracy is required and stuff like that. Landing your shots is what's going to get you the kills. That's great, especially with, you know, a lot of gun heroes, but however, the melee characters can easily kill you in 2 to 3 hits in this game. I do feel like melee characters in this game need a little bit of a nerf, or give some of the ranged characters a bit of a buff, because I literally was getting to the point in this game where it was getting hard for me to use Pale Rider, and I had to bust out the shotgun class, and I can't remember the name of that Gundam, so please forgive me, just in order, you know, to get an edge on some of these guys, because the shotgun was the only thing that could deal with them in 2 or 3 hits to equalize things with the melee. I'm not saying nerf melee into the ground, but I just feel like, you know, there's a very distinct balance between ranged and melee that needs to be discovered in this game. Other than that, guys, Gundam Evolution is a ton of fun, and honestly, I can't wait to dive more in this shooter more. I can't wait till Bandai Namco releases it. If I do have some wishes for the game that I want to put out there, personally with the cosmetics, I really hope they go like really like robo neon flashy, like blinking patterns and light things and stuff like that, because the thing is, like, Gundams, they're already cool looking robots, so, you know, you have to get skins that outdo the already cool look of these you know, bots, and I feel like, you know, that could be a pretty challenging thing. So hopefully, you know, they do some bright, crazy, and wild stuff with a lot of these Gundam characters, but we'll see what the future holds. Anyway, guys, let me know how you were feeling about Gundam Evolution down in the comments below if you have played it already, and I will see y'all in the next one. This is Tanek FPS. Subscribe if you're new. It's free, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.